Soundoff. 3 interviews in the last 2 days with yesterday and today. Very excited to be talking here to Trav and Craig. How you guys doing?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Excellent. Thanks. Yeah, you guys have been busy.
For sure. Well, just like you guys, I'm sure have been super busy with everything going on, especially with the summer coming up. Lots to do, definitely. Before I forget, I do want to mention really quick our sponsor of the year, which is CDL Architecture and Cladding. Great trades company, whether you're interested in getting into the trades or working further in the trades, or even if you're just looking to get a project done, that is the place to go. You can check out the QR code there or check out their website, and they've been a big help to the podcast, so I want to mention them. We don't have a sponsor of the month right now, so I might as well take the moment to, if this will come up on the screen here, mention Trav Media, who's always a sponsor here as well for Pegcity Soundoff. And we have Trav here with us along with Craig as well. Again, thanks for taking the time to come on the podcast. How's your day been so far?
It's good.
Pretty good.
Wicked. All right. Well, I got a bunch of questions here. No problem if both of you end up jumping in or however this ends up working. But I did want to ask Craig really quickly just how he got started in videography. What we'll be talking about today is music video, or music videos, I should say. But specifically, I wanted to talk about the Bloodshots video that was released recently, getting around. But really quick, just an intro on how you got started with videography then.
Well, I got started when I was 17 years old, which was a long time ago. So I always wanted to get into movies or get in directing, but I didn't know how to do it. So when I was 17, I got my first video on Much Music. I was watching, cool. I didn't know what I was doing, but I convinced this group called Freak Show to give me a chance. They said, "Do you know how to do one?" I said, "Absolutely." I had not a clue. So I went to the film group. I found an older gentleman who knew what he was doing. He felt sorry for me, I'm sure. We had no budget because back then we had to shoot on film. So the song was 3 minutes long. We had 5.5 minutes of black and white stock. If we messed up a take, we had no video.
Yeah.
And of course, we shot on -40 outside. I got frostbite on my toes. It was rough, but the video got done.
Did the video survive the weather? It sounds like it did that.
It survived, yeah. Now, after school every day at 4 o'clock, I'd watch Rap City. And I always told people, I'm going to get on Rap City. And everyone's like, yeah, right. But I turned on Much Music, 4 o'clock on, it was a Thursday or Friday. And back then they used to call it the Justin, not the J-U-S-T, but the J-U-S-S, because it was the 90s. And they threw my video up. And it was I believe it was the very first video ever released from Winnipeg that got on Much Music.
Wow.
So, yeah.
What an amazing feat, especially at that age, definitely.
Well, I mean, I told everybody I can do this, and no one believed me. So to have that on TV was pretty big at the moment, right? So,
yeah, absolutely. You can literally show people. That's an amazing way to solidify that.
Yeah, I mean, it was black and white. It looks like a 90s video. Looking back, I cringe a little bit because the 90s were the 90s. The budget constraints were definitely there. We didn't have a lot to work with, but the band was really good. The song was really good, so that really helped.
That's awesome. And that kind of goes to show that fake it till you make it mentality, right? If someone asks you if you know how to do something, you always say yes, and you figure it out right after they walk away there.
Pretty much.
Yeah, or hang up the phone, whatever it is.
So the good thing about coming into this nowadays, because I came back out of this after a 19-year retirement, was I was trying to figure out how to get, update on myself, the technology, what you can do now compared to what you could do, 19 years ago.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Trevor hooked me up with Trav. Trevor from Omens hooked me up with Trav, and he's been the key that I'm missing as far as being able to actually do all this stuff to make it actually make sense.
And all you have to do is check out the music video Getting Around to kind of see that you guys are a great team, obviously.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So we started with Shallow Holes with Omens, and it started as kind of a joke on Halloween. I did the Jet Set Satellite video years and years back.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I did the Vegas video for them way back, and I hadn't seen Trevor in years and years and years. And I bumped into him at Comic-Con. He told me about the new band he had, showed me all the Omens vinyl and such. And I didn't know anything about it at that point. And I says, "Hey, I was kidding. I'm like, you should let me do your next video." Haha, catching up with an old friend.
Yeah.
And he said, "For real?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Again, just like fake it till you make it. I was kidding, but I was kind of serious. He said, "Give me your new, we got context switching out the current stuff." At that point, we got together a couple weeks later. I gave him some ideas, which again were kind of crazy. That I'm like, "There's no way he's going to go for this horror movie idea."
Yeah.
Said, yeah, we love it. Let's go. And I was like, "Oh crap! Now I actually have to make it."
No, it's a really cool concept. Definitely it turned out to be a great video.
Thank you. I mean, that definitely helped having Trav on board to actually make it a reality.
Yeah.
And then
That's awesome. So that was your first one back then, it sounds like?
First one back, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So not a bad one to come back to.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you got a lot of professionals you're working with there. Obviously, everybody from Omens is seasoned with both the music videos, just anything to do with music. So, and obviously Trav as well. So that's wicked. And I do want to give a quick shout out as well to Ryan Sorensen, who had mentioned to me a while back to have you on the podcast also about talk about the Bloodshots video. So when did that start? When did the Bloodshots reach out to you to shoot a music video then?
It was about a month or so after Shallow Holes came out. I saw them because they're the aneurysm stuff, so I was interested in that. I'm like, because my kid loves Nirvana, right?
Yeah.
So I saw the aneurysm. I'm like, who is this band? And then I kind of backtracked from that to the Bloodshots. I started listening. I'm like, this band is amazing. Like, I really got into them, and I started talking to them, and then I talked to their management team, and they sent me the song, and I was like, you never know what song you're going to get, right? You don't know what you're going to be working with. You get a song, and you hope it's really good. They gave me Getting Around, and I couldn't stop playing the thing. Like, I was like 20 times in an hour. I'm like, I'm like, okay, again and again and again and again. I'm like, this song's amazing.
It's a unique song. Yeah, it's a good one.
I'm like, the video could suck, and the video's still going to be pretty good because the song's so darn good. So thankfully, that helped make the video even better as well. So,
yeah, awesome. So you might have been sorry. When was that they reached out, or how far back was it?
February, I think we started this.
Okay.
End of February, beginning of March, because we had to get this going quick because we had to get it done, edited, and finished before their tour, which they're on as of now.
Yeah.
I believe tonight they're in Edmonton right now, I believe.
That's awesome. And I think safe to announce as well, while we're talking about touring, that they're going to be touring in October with the Lazies coming in from Australia as well. I believe that was announced today. So congratulations to them for that.
Yeah, they're killing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Always. And again, Getting Around song is a very unique tune, definitely. I know that Trav will be able to answer this. You'll both be able to probably contribute to this. I wanted to ask about how pre-production goes for a music video like this, especially something that's outdoors and is a lot less controlled than what you would have been working with the Omens video.
You want to take this one?
Well, we're kind of different in different ways. He'll get the complete storyline down, drawn out, written out. I will come up with a concept, and then we'll block it off, and then I'll get the music track already, going from where we need to go, if there's any parts where the band's going to be playing, so we can put in some sync beeps. So in that way, they've got a nice little lead in. So it's not like as soon as they need to play, it's like, all right, guys, here we go, press play. And then they have to try to make it look like they've been playing the song the whole time.
Yeah, so like they're already in that. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, there is planning with it, but I'm not quite as this guy was great coming in just for getting everything locked down and coming up with a really good concept that I could then go and shoot.
I'm kind of anal with it too. I mean, I will literally take the song and I will write it out to the lyric to the second. I mean, it's a little bit looser once we actually start shooting it, but I want to make sure that if you had to, you could literally, if I died, you could take what I had written and pretty much figure out from point A to point B how to get there.
Yeah.
It might adjust a little bit. I mean, Trav's good for making stuff better than I planned.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's definitely a good blueprint before we even go in, because we only have a certain amount of time and a certain amount of patience for the band or for us or for anything, right? So, I mean, if you're kind of noodling around and trying to figure it out on the spot, we're going to have a terrible video, or we get lucky. But I've learned over the years of having made mistakes that the more planning you do ahead of time, the better it'll be, easier it'll be on the day to actually shoot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, getting lucky is great, but don't plan it that way, right? Try to plan for everything.
We had snow.
Yeah.
I was going to bring, that was my next question I was going to bring up, is what's it like dealing with the elements outside, including, I don't know if you can really see it in the music video, but if you saw any of the behind the scenes videos, dealing with the temperatures and the stubborn snow that continued.
Well, I watched for a week on the Weather Channel before this. There was dust storms, there was this storm, there was everything coming, there was rain. and we had a little window for us that I'm like, okay, let's just, if we can get in and out 8 or 9 hours without having a storm happening or wind blowing or pouring rain, we'll be okay. I'm driving there in the morning, and all of a sudden we're pulling into Winnipeg Beach, and there's snow on my windshield. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be horrible.
Oh, it's just a white haze.
Yeah.
Out in the distance.
Yeah.
This is going to be something. But if we showed that we were scared, if we showed this was going to be a problem, everyone else is going to start worrying. So I was just like, screw it, we're good. And we just plugged along like it wasn't happening. The actress we had was amazing. She was in a short skirt, not short skirt, but like a summer dress.
Yeah.
And she was actively saying, okay, I'm acting like I'm not cold. And
she
was a heck of an actor because it was cold. She was tough.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, I pulled up. These guys were already starting to look around and whatnot. I'm like, all right, hey, yeah, guys, is this the fucking Hallmark movie? Like, but that's the thing. You got to go with it. Everything's planned out, because when we first met up to do our pre-production for it. It was saying it was going to be plus 30 out.
Yeah, we thought,
which that would have sucked too with having the roads closed down, because then there would have been a shit ton of people. So,
but the town was great, except for like 3 or 4 Karens. The town was great.
You're always going to get a few Karens, especially smaller the town is.
But otherwise, the town was amazing to work with. I mean, they were above and beyond.
Yeah.
Red carpet for us. They were great to deal with.
That's awesome. I'm sure that makes it a lot easier. Obviously, you don't have to kind of sneak around doing things. Everything's on the up and up and everything.
Right. And I
What's
mean,
it dealing with we kind of just mentioned that, but what's it like dealing with the time frame as well? Obviously, and not only the time frame, but I didn't even think about that. You're trying to obviously get these shots when the people are at their best and they haven't been kind of worn down throughout the day.
Oh, they were worn down
over and over.
Yeah.
And over and over.
By the end of the day, Ben couldn't move his hands.
Yeah,
he was like, I'm drumming. I'm like, drum harder. Like he was so cold. In between shots, he's wearing like big hockey mitts.
Yeah,
and taking them off and to go again. And they were cold, but they were worked hard. They went for it. They did a hell of a job, but it wasn't for lack of one take. We made them do it again and again and again, and they kept it up for the energy. So I mean, they looked great by the end of it, but they worked for that.
Yeah,
definitely, and you can tell. Yeah.
As far as your question goes for making sure we get everything right, I've got the director's system now. So I've got a wireless connect from my camera, and he's got an iPad, so he can actually see real time what's going on. And also, too, we can get other band members or whoever's there, they can log on to the system and they can watch it in real time as well.
Oh, nice. So you can get feedback from other people right there and then as well.
See exactly what's happening. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do this again. There was this problem here.
And I have a problem with being right behind Trav, so this gets me away from his back. So when he's walking around, I'm not literally up behind him being a pain.
Yeah, you didn't know how far it went last time, or the first time.
This time he's like, get a megaphone, get a chair, and sit over there.
Yeah, walkie-talkies, megaphone, something.
Yeah.
Awesome. And you were talking earlier about the pre-production and just all the planning that goes into the actual concept for the video. How do you go about translating that when you hear a song? I don't know if you go over the lyrics or if you just listen to the song or you ask the band questions. How do you translate that into a full story that you end up with the music video? Because it seemed like for both music videos that we just mentioned that it's definitely got a bit of a story to it for sure.
Well, I take it from, okay, everything has an influence of something, right? And I mean, I know what I'm making, but you might not necessarily see it until, maybe you see it if I tell you what it is. Maybe you'll see it, but it starts as a germ of something. So the Shallow Holes video, the whole pitch at the beginning of it was to make like a 70s exploitation horror movie like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So the initial thought of it was to be like a massacre, like 70s kind of like gonzo horror movie.
And not to interrupt you really quick, but that song also, it literally starts you in what looks like the aftermath. Like you've already missed the fight. You've already missed a bunch of stuff that went in leading into this, which I thought was really cool as well.
Yeah, like it started like when we first started, messing with the idea to begin with. The camera was supposed to be the actual villain. It progressed to become how we had like, the assortment of killers to come out and, take the bad out. But initially they were more in the background and it was more the camera, and that kind of evolved into what it became. And I happen to know the guys that are in the in the video as the actual bad guys. They're involved. They're the local wrestling scene. So
Oh, cool.
I know them from that. So I was able to like, do we have a guy that can fill the role for this? And do we have a guy that can, you know, covered in barbed wire and this? And I'm like, well, actually, I know some guys. Let me make some phone calls.
Yeah, it's kind of perfect people for that role, definitely.
Yeah. So I mean, people are like, well, how did they do that? How did the guy act to be with a barbed wire? I'm like, that's a Thursday for him. That was, you know,
that's what he does.
That's just what he does. He's good at that stuff, right? They were
very
believable, right?
Yeah, and they could throw a bunch of punches at the band and still not be hurting anybody. You can film throughout the day still.
Yeah, for sure. So that was the inspiration for that one.
And then for getting around.
For getting around, it was a personal story for CJ. Like he wrote the song about an ex-girlfriend. So I mean, when they brought the song to me, they gave me the background story. Now, for whatever reason, when I heard the song "In Your Eyes" from Peter Gabriel.
Oh, okay.
So you might not be able to see it, but my whole vision for getting around was Say Anything. So I made CJ watch Say Anything. I made the actress watch Say Anything before before we shot the video.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't tell, but I mean, the vibe of it, the feel of it, I wanted that kind of earnestness of that kind of movie to kind of come across in the acting. So
that's cool. And now that you say that, now I'm going to see it that way. Now that you've mentioned that, that's really cool.
And I tried to do it as a play on it. Like the song is an anti-love song. It's not about, you know, I love the girl. It's kind of like, I don't want you anymore. And it's kind of like getting rid of the catharsis of the relationship. So how I shot it, if you don't watch it necessarily, if you kind of see it from a distance, you're going to see it as like, you know, he's like, it's a love song, right? He's singing to her. But I mean, the girl in the video is the villain. You know, most things like that, she's like the, you know, we're going after that, right? That she's the attainable, she's what we're going for. In this one, she's pretty much the bad guy, and he's pretty much just getting rid of his baggage before he moves on at the end. So that was a fun twist to be able to make romantically the opposite way.
And she's also being the villain without, like, it's not like she's noticing him. So it's not like they're arguing or she's yelling, or it's not that kind of video either.
Yeah, I mean, it can be interpreted in different ways, right? I mean, it
can be, definitely.
She doesn't acknowledge him the entire time, right? So it could be, it could be his memory. It could be however you want to interpret the video. It can be,
chasing off her ghost role, you know, anything,
And as I'm writing the treatment for this thing, right? You know, stuff comes as you're writing things, right?
Yeah.
And they said, write a treatment for us. And I'm putting it together. I'm like, he's walking down memory lane because it's a street. I'm like, I didn't even plan that, but I'll pretend I thought of that beforehand. That just kind of came after the fact.
Nice. So that worked out perfect. And obviously that opening shot too is really cool, going down the road there to the opening.
That was a surprise for me.
They didn't even notice that. I was just doing a drone test at that point. I was like, okay, the streets are blocked off. Let's
you got your opportunity, right?
Flat, low and fast.
So what I didn't realize in the beginning is this guy's a maniac. After we shoot, he'll edit the most of the night. So I'll get some crazy take at like 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning of how far along he's gotten. And with Shallow Holes, it was almost half the video. I was like, holy cow, right? So he sends this to me. I have no idea about this drone shot. I put the video. I'm like, wow, where did that come from? Like it was incredible. It was a nice surprise. I had no idea we were getting that.
That's a cool surprise, especially after you worked on something so long.
When people aren't paying attention, grab other things that people might not notice. Yeah, you guys were getting set up, and
I was getting the singer together, and I look over to Trav's filming all on the wall. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm getting B-roll."
Oh yeah,
and I didn't realize what the B-roll was until it was like the lights, it was the dogs, it was all that stuff that we have in the beginning.
Yeah,
stuff he was just grabbing before I even realized he was doing it. So very helpful.
Cool. And it must be really cool, especially after you worked on something for so long. You think that you've kind of seen everything, obviously, and then you get a brand new shot in there that you didn't know about. A really cool one too. So that's wicked.
And the nice thing with him, and I'm gonna butter your bread at the moment. The nice thing is I always worry. Like I am the anxious one. I am the worrier, which he's not. And the nice thing about working with Trav, especially the second time, is realizing that I don't have to worry about him. I know it'll look good. I know it'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about him. I don't have to worry about, thankfully, the bands I'm working with are professionals. I don't have to worry about the band. Everybody's.
Yeah, I was just going to say, with both bands, obviously, and having Trav there, you've got a lot of professionals around you, and people are used to what they're doing, and also people who are going to be open to what you're bringing or open to your suggestions as well, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice because I mean, I've had some horror shows along the way, you know, back in the day.
Yeah,
Where I'm like, what am I getting into? So it's very nice to be working with people that know what they're doing, are professional about it, and are on the same page without making it, you know, half your day is the battle of fighting
yeah,
the band or fighting the crew or fighting somebody, right? It's nice to have everyone on the same team,
yeah.
which is fun.
And I'm sure you're thinking you're going to get the best shot ever after you just had a huge argument with someone too. So that's just doesn't make for a good day.
I will not say names because I mean it's a long time ago. Not these current videos, but back in the day, what I've come encountered with sometimes is you turn a camera on, and all of a sudden, someone who was just, you know, the regular guy 5 minutes ago is all of a sudden now they're a diva superstar, and they know everything, and it's just like, oh god, now you're dealing with that.
Yeah.
But with the Bloodshots and with Omens, complete pros. So that was nice to not have to worry about having to worry about managing people. You're just managing the
you're not dealing with insecurities.
Yeah, we have all the same goal. We're all working towards the same thing, and that's how it turns out so well, right? Because you're not fighting. Three people aren't fighting over the same product, right? Everyone's kind of working towards the same goal.
I'd still rather having divas than people that freeze up and say, "Come on, do something," and get a stick and
yeah, fair.
So at least a diva,
nothing worse than that.
You can get that coming out in the final product.
With Trevor in Omens, Trevor was pretty easy to push for the acting part of it because he's done it for so long, right? And I knew, giving him that concept, knowing Trevor for so many years, I knew he could pull it off. Right?
Yeah,
so I was pretty comfortable that I pretty much knew he could do it because he's a pro, and he just has that presence. So I'm like, he can do this. CJ, I've watched him perform live. I'm like, I went to the jam session. I'm like, okay, I'm good. This band is great live, but I was a little worried because he'd never done the acting side of it before, of how he's going to act, you know, with this girl. Because the performance was great, everything else was great, but I had to push him a little bit to get the performance with her. But he did, like, once he got a little bit of prodded, he went for it. So, I mean, they both rose to the occasion enough to be able to make it work. Because, I mean, the scary part of putting a story in or putting some kind of, you know, acting into a video is that people can't act.
Yeah.
No matter how well it's shot, no matter how well it's lit, no matter how hard we want it to work, if the acting sucks, it's not going to be good. So,
and especially, sorry, I was just going to say, especially Shallow Holes. I mean, he did a really good job. Obviously, he's tied in a chair the majority of the video acting, and that can get really cheesy or really campy really quickly if you're not doing a good job of that. That can probably be not going to say a hard shot to get, but you get the right shot and to get the right facial expressions and everything, I would imagine.
Yeah. So, I mean, thankfully, knowing for so long that helped. I mean, if it was a fresh band I didn't know, it'd be a lot more stressful. I don't know if I put him in the situation because I don't know if we could get it. But knowing Trevor enough to know what he can do, yes, I'm butting your bread too, Trevor, if you're watching. He is that good that he can pull it off, which was very helpful.
Yeah, he's super talented. And he shouted you out last night as well when he was speaking with Joel. I'm pretty sure I heard. So no problem there. Obviously, we mentioned before, you're dealing with a time constraint, especially when you got the streets closed down and stuff like that. When you were doing the getting around video, were there any changes made on set, or did you see anything there and then come up with new ideas? Or I guess maybe you're pre-scouting the location, obviously, before you're doing the shoot as well.
Yeah, well, he's really efficient, so that really helps.
Yeah.
Like, he knows what he's going in for. He gets it. He gets in and out. And, you know, Chris that works with him is great. Like, the two of them are like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, so definitely.
You know, my pre-planning is ridiculous. So, I mean, I know what I want. He knows what he's getting. And we're going to town. The band's on board. We're not lollygagging around. We're just going for it. There was stuff that was done in the background while we were doing when we were on one side of the street, people were, along the way, they were getting other stuff set up. So when we got to there, we were ready. We were in, right? Like, they were building. CJ's dad was, and one of his friends was building the backdrop.
Yeah.
For the final shot, they were building that while we were in the middle of shooting half of it. In front of Playland, they were finishing it up before. So by the time we came around the corner, they had just got it against the wall. So we were ready to go at that point to set up and go again. So timing was used very, very well. And I think we beat time by like half an hour.
Awesome. And yeah, it sounds like you had all the ideas going into it. So that's wicked. And that makes for a more efficient shoot, obviously.
Right.
That's the big thing too. With me knowing what I want, well, he's taking care of something, I'll take care of something else. So that way we're not, okay, we got to pause for a second, take a break. No, it's just, it's a great team.
And the good thing with that is I don't have to worry about it, right? I know I can handle this, or this while he's doing that, because I know whatever he's getting is fine, or getting is good.
Whatever he's doing, he's not like,
like he'll attest to this, especially the first time. I was nervous, right? I don't know what I don't know who I'm working with.
And it's been a long time too, obviously.
It's been a long time. And he probably thought, who is this guy? 19 years later, all of a sudden doing this. And I was nervous. I'll be honest. The first time I was pretty scared for the first couple hours until I started realizing, actually, I shouldn't say that. We got the set up. We had Trevor sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
Trav had everything lined up with the camera. Show me the screen. I'm like, okay, we're done. I knew immediately the video was going to kill. So
that's awesome.
When I saw his frame up, I was like, okay, perfect. Exactly what I made in my head is what we got. So I knew we were good, which is helpful.
Perfect. And like you said earlier, when you have that enthusiasm, that's going to translate to the band, obviously, everyone involved in the video. So that's good.
100%.
That's what I'm good at. I'm good at enthusiasm is good.
Yeah, that's important. Like I said, that's contagious. So really cool as well to see that there was an article done about shooting the music video as well. I think it was the Express, whether it was a paper or what it was, but I saw an article was done as well.
Yeah, Gimli and Selkirk's record, I believe it is.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know. Yeah, I just thought that was cool. It made me think that it's just a lot of different media covering that one music video, music, obviously, and then in writing as well.
100%. You got the street shut down. It's the first long weekend of the year. So
that was some hustling, to be honest. Yeah, I convinced the whole town to shut this thing down for the long weekend on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And there were like some of the people on the street were like, "How did they say yes to this?" I'm like, "I don't know. I guess I was charming a little bit."
They knew
so that was lucky.
Was going to be shitty.
Huh?
They knew the weather was going to be shitty.
Yeah. Well, thankfully,
plus 30 disappeared.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
I thought that was cool. And another thing I must mention, I believe, so there was the Bloodshots arcade in the video, obviously. I believe I saw outside the arcade machine that was being playing was the WWF Superstars arcade, if I'm not mistaken.
It was WrestleCade or WrestleFest, I think it was. Now
was it WrestleFest or Superstars? Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was what you said.
I think it was Superstars. I zoomed in real quick because I was wondering which one it was. I'm a bit of a nerd with wrestling games. So
me as well. So Playland was, everybody on the street was amazing to deal with. Well, except for one guy. Everyone was amazing to deal with, like above and beyond, except for one guy. But Playland, I didn't talk to the guy. I texted him because the where we had the Bloodshots arcade next door, the woman who ran that was like my point person in town. Like when I came to visit, she got me the food set up. She hooked up with everybody in town. Like she was like my go-to producer on the ground. Like she was amazing.
Yeah, it's a big help.
Ruby's Paradise, amazing. And she gave me Ty's number. He's the guy that runs Playland. So I texted him. He's like, yeah, I'm down for it. Text me when you get there. We'll open up the doors for you. So when we were like half an hour away, we let him know, and he opened it up and he says, what do you guys want? And he had all this vintage stuff in there. I'm like, what about this horse? So the horse got pulled out. He's like, what else do you guys want? I'm like, can I get that wrestling arcade game pulled out? So we got that in the shot. We kind of set dressed. That looked better than I thought it was going to look. Because, all that extra little stuff was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's made for a good background, definitely. It just makes it a little bit more lively, obviously.
Yeah.
Really cool. Just veering off a little bit, maybe I'll ask Trav quickly. I did have one question just because you guys are so experienced with this. It's not something that I'm overly experienced with, photography, videography, whichever. Do you have any, or what are some things you notice in videos that you kind of have pet peeves about? And so not your own videos, but if you see someone else's music videos, what is something that you kind of think is, whether it's a tired trope or a pet peeve or anything like that? Or maybe something you think people could do better.
Like everything's art, so people are able to do kind of whatever they want. Pet peeves. I guess my biggest thing's been like the fake VHS tape look lately. It's just kind of kills it for me. I find we're in the HD age and whatnot, but you shot with film, so
you got the actual grain at that point.
Yeah.
This is a lot easier to shoot than with film. a lot easier.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah. So, but just using that as like a filter or whatever, kind of having that vintage or kind of grainy look, you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what I hate.
Well, again, I don't even know if hate's the right word. I was trying to think of how to say it, but just something you think people, maybe they're taking shortcuts or something people could improve in their videos or anything like that. I definitely can agree with what Trav said there. I think the same thing sometimes about t-shirts. Like bands put out t-shirts that are already super faded or have the vintage look or whatever. And yeah, sometimes I don't know why you'd want a faded t-shirt before it's obviously going to fade organically.
Well, it's just one of those things. It's just, if I can give anybody advice, it's make it look good. Don't try to make it look like it's old and whatnot, because you're not going to catch anybody's attention. If it looks like it's been filmed on a potato, you're going to get potato numbers. It's going to be a 0. So that's the only thing. Other than that, no, I think music videos are just like music. It's an expression of what people want to do, what they can do, and how they can work around that part, because it's money, time, and music.
I have my thing. It clicked as you're talking about that. What I tell the bands is, don't not look like the guy in the 4th row. Look like you're supposed to be on stage.
Yeah.
Right. And I push the guys, like, I don't care if you're the guy in the back. I don't care if you're the guy in the front.
Yeah.
You should all look like you're supposed to be there. Right. So everyone has their personality. And I really push to make sure everybody in the band, for, everything I do, has the personality, has that look, that they're not just, the guys behind the guy or that everyone has their own distinct. They look like stars, right? I mean, if you're watching a video, it's to people want to look at that and aspire to that and engage with that, right? If everyone looked the same, no one would care. So what I've done as far as before we do these videos with the bands, I will push wardrobe. I will talk about wardrobe. Sometimes to the point where they're like, okay, maybe it's a little bit too much. We can't pull this off, which is fair. We'll dial it back a little bit, right?
Yeah, and you kind of see where that point is. Yeah.
But that also gets people being creative. I like when people overshoot and say, okay, well, we can't. Well, how about this?
Yeah.
And then I'll come up with something else. And yeah, like you say, it's, if you go crazy with wardrobe, especially, somebody would be like, well, hey, I got this. So. And
sometimes, okay, this is a weird thing. Sometimes if you're wearing sunglasses, you can perform without being as nervous because you can't see your eyes. People will perform. That's why people probably do it too, because people can perform and act better with sunglasses on because they don't feel they're on display as much. They're almost like they're wearing a mask.
Yeah, it's almost like there's something between them and whoever's in front of them or the audience, whatever it is.
Yeah, you can't see that fear.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But at the same time, too, like we tell people all the time, it's just like, hey, guys, this is your video. There's no point in being timid here. Just give her shits and let's go. Because really, at the end of the day, if you're kind of rocking about how you're badass, but you're kind of crouched in and whatnot, it's not going to work.
I was yelling at them, not yelling at them, but talking loudly in a positive, enthusiastic way. At the end, I'm like, guys, I know you're tired. I know you're cold. I know this has been a long day, but you're going to look, this might be your only music video. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully there's many more to come, but I mean, this might be your only video.
But look at it that way while you're filming it.
When you're 70 and you're looking back on it and you're going to hate yourself for it.
Yeah.
So play like you're never going to play again, because you're going to be watching this forever and you'll kick yourself and cringe every time. I could well look back at some videos on a shot that I was kind of like, all right. And I let it go through to this day. It makes me, ugh. So while you have the chance to get in front of it, do it right, or you'll regret it later.
No, it's the same thing too. I'll get pissed off with bands because it's like, come on, you guys, didn't you practice like I told you? Or like, I know you wrote the song, but I don't know how many times you hit the space bar. So I always tell bands practice with the track before. It doesn't matter if you can jam with the band. You're not jamming with the band. You're jamming with the speakers.
No, the music video,
It doesn't really, But that's the thing is it's like, oh, sorry, I screwed up. It's like, but for me, I can't screw up because I need to capture it perfectly, because if that's your best take and I screw up, then we have an issue. But as far as like what you're thinking is just shoot for the stars. So at least if you you at least hit the moon, versus if you shoot for the moon, you got a better chance of not hitting anything. So that's the way I always see it.
Sense. No, that definitely makes sense. And with Craig, like you were saying too, with motivating people, I mean, this is your time to sell your music, obviously, or that's the point of a music video a lot of the times, is to sell your music to somebody else. So yeah, you're going to want to see that enthusiasm, obviously.
100%.
To sell yourself, right? I mean,
Yeah.
if they're not going to your live show, if they're not local to you,
Yeah,
the
if they're a
song is great.
homebody, they're going to see you on YouTube quicker than.
I know for me personally, especially with music being such a big thing back, I'm old, back when Much Music was around and MTV was a big thing, a song would become even bigger when the band was attached to it, because that visual is stuck in your head when you hear the song. And it's like a memory. It's like it brings it back for you, right?
Yeah,
as an extra level of why the song's even better, because you remember, hey, that was, captured with that. What was really cool that this wasn't us at all, but CJ put this song to the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy running around the circle.
Oh, really? Cool.
That was pretty damn cool. Like, because it's visual to song sometimes makes a big impact for how you remember a song, or how big the song stays in your head.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been really cool lately, just all the music videos. And obviously not everywhere is going to have a local music scene that's making music videos in 2026. Trav, you worked with Penny Sleeve as well, right? On the Ain't Your Fault video, which is doing great. That's a fantastic video as well.
Yeah, thank you. Or the Seven's End guys, or
Seven's End as well.
I could be all NASCAR'd up right now, but yeah, I don't know. There's something I've had. I don't know how many people have said, I don't exactly like the song, but then I saw the video and then I started liking the song because then I related to it. And I've had this happen with many. So it's one of those things where if your music doesn't catch people, because really, how hard is it for artists to get people to actually listen to their music and click on a link versus like, oh, here's a video. Like I know Sid just had on his about how using video to promote a show gets way better results. It totally does, because it's something visual. People are like, oh, hey, look at these guys.
Yeah, people are going to scroll past the picture a lot quicker than a video a lot of the times nowadays.
Yeah. Or a Spotify link, or so. Video definitely is more. Like I remember when I first started video, when I first started doing it, you'd post a photo, it would get way more views than if you posted a video. Now it's flipped. Now everybody wants a video. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's that way now, especially with the like TikTok and Facebook Reels and stuff like that. Definitely, I thought it was a good idea to put out some of the behind the scenes stuff as well, and that's somewhere you can really get a lot of people watching things before, or going to YouTube, afterwards to check it out when they see some of the behind the scenes stuff as well.
100%.
Very cool. Well, thanks for taking the time to chat with me, guys. I did want to ask you really quick before we wrap things up, just with all the different bands that are releasing new music right now in Winnipeg. There's so much coming up. What's kind of going on in the future for you?
Can't really say.
Can I pitch?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, here's what I want to do.
For sure.
I'm trying. I mean, this is a goal I'm trying for. Every video going forward, the plan is to be better than the first one. Now we've knocked out 2 pretty banger ones.
I would say so.
So I want to keep making them bigger and better, but we need bands that are good and bands that are going to invest in themselves, going to be wanting to take that step to be that next level band. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to get a couple more bands to work with, right? Some more creative minds going towards something. So, I mean, that's kind of part of the reason why I wanted to come on here, because I know you guys are a big part of the music scene here. Obviously, Trav's a huge part of the music scene here, and I'm kind of a new addition that's just kind of arrived and showed up. So I want to put a face to the name, and I want to get in front of some more other bands and see what we can come up with and get some more magic happening.
Absolutely. And obviously anyone who needs an example of your work can check out Shallow Holes, as we've been mentioning, from Omens, and Getting Around as well, from the Bloodshots, 2 outstanding videos.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll just say this. If you want our work but premium, this is your guy. You want a storyline, you want a story-driven video, this is your guy. He will come up with it. He will storyboard it. We'll get it all done. Yeah.
Thank you. You know what's really cool? Maybe at my old age that I like look at things differently now. What's really cool now is, and maybe it's also because I have Trav, both videos, what I had in my head is what I got. Maybe a little tweak here and there, but it was pretty much exactly what I wanted in my head came out, which is pretty surreal and just in life.
Yeah, like that sounds so simple, but that's something that it's very hard, or maybe near impossible to do that sometimes, depending obviously on what your idea is. But
I drove home from Winnipeg Beach and seeing the footage just from watching what we got,
Yeah.
Thinking we just had a whole bunch of people come together and pull whatever's in my head out of my head and get it out to the world. It's incredible. So I want to keep doing more.
I also love that. I love having somebody to tell me, it's like, hey, what do you want? What do you want it to look like? And I'll make it look like that. So it's perfect.
What I want, like a lot of times the bands aren't aiming not high enough. I shouldn't say, that's probably the wrong way to say it.
Or maybe they're just making a more simple video is maybe the way to put it.
What I'm pitching is let's take it up a notch. Let's try for more, because we can do it. Like with him, we can do it.
And there's some great music out there. So yeah, why not have the quality of the video obviously match the quality of the song?
Yeah. So I think we have another, well, I don't know. I can mention the Omens and the Bloodshots coming up. I know we got 2 videos coming up for them for the next singles they got.
Oh, cool.
So I mean, they're not shot yet, but I mean they're in the works. We got some of that going as well. And we got other stuff we're gonna put in the works as well.
Awesome. That's wicked. Well, anyone who's interested in a music video can reach out to you. I'm assuming on Facebook or anywhere on social media.
Yeah.
Awesome. Reach out to Craig, reach out to Trav. Really appreciate you guys coming on. This was a great chat. Thank you very much, guys.
Appreciate it, Thomas. Thank you very much. We'll see you at Summerfest.
Absolutely. Summerfest, July 17th and 18th. It's going to be fantastic.
I'm going to that too.
Oh, yeah, sweet. Yeah. We'll see you there then.
Yeah, get your tickets for that. You can reach out to the bands. A few bands still have single day tickets left, and I think Joel has 1 or 2 weekend passes left. So reach out to them if you don't have them. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and